Hello Wastelanders, Vlad here. Today I'm going to be going over our new yellow containers available in a comic shop, specifically how to get a door in the front of the open one, and also how to build inside of the closed one. So let's jump on in. So here we are in front of our yellow container. As you can tell, this one is the variant with the end open and we can't put a door in there. But we're going to fix that using a few tricks. We're going to start off with our trusty flamethrower. We're going to flamethrower this thing, and then that'll allow us to do some extra stuff and get our door frame in there if we can get this thing going. There we go. Alright, so as you can notice, it completely disappeared once we flamethrowered it. And now we're going to use this opportunity to put some foundations in where it wouldn't have allowed us to do it previously. So I'm going to go ahead and line up a foundation with the front end of this container, the open end, and take the time to get it as parallel as you can to the front of the container. That way when we put in our wall for our door frame, it is going to be straight and aligned with the front of our container. So it'll take me a moment here to get that right. Let's push this forward as far as we can without it turning red. Okay. Now that we have this foundation in place, we're going to snap another foundation to it, which will snap underneath our container, and then we will use this as a snap point to put in our wall, and then we can store our foundation here. We can throw in a door into this door frame and repair our container, and now we have a container with a door that functions on the front end. This would probably also look good with this new alien door that came out a few weeks ago. Alright, so now that we have that, let's take it one step further. Perhaps you want to be able to do this on command without having to do any flamethrowering and stuff like that. So let's build a blueprint so we can place this anytime that we want. So let's go ahead and flamethrower this so that I can get a foundation back to the front. And now that that's broken, we should be able to get this to snap to that foundation that's hidden. Perfect. Now I'm going to store the door. Don't include any doors in the blueprint. Sometimes that can cause an issue with the blueprint wanting to place, so just leave them out and put them in afterwards. Let's go ahead and repair our container. Now I want to blueprint the front foundation, the wall, door frame, and the container. I do not want to blueprint the foundation that is hidden underneath the container. So there's only 3 things inside of this blueprint. Let's go ahead and save this. Now let's give this blueprint a try and make sure that it works as we intended it to. Here we go. And boom, there we go. One container with a door frame without any flamethrowers and stuff. So now you can keep this blueprint and place this down anywhere that the terrain will work with you and not tell you that something is floating. Yep, functioning as intended. So there you go, door frames in your new container. Now let's talk about this one. This is the container that has absolutely 0 doors. And other than some aesthetics, it really has no use inside your camp. But let's change that. Let's make this a usable space where we can spend some time in there and do some building. So I'm going to move it really close to this cooking station that I placed down. Notice where the handle of the spoon is facing the panel of the container. And I've kind of aligned it to the center of one of these squares on the side. And notice if we activate our camping cooking unit, we can back into the container once we get out and move around freely as we like. So we're going to use that to our advantage. Let's go ahead and flamethrow it, just like we did with the first trick with getting the door in place. And we're going to actually now be able to place some foundations inside of this. Now that it's destroyed, we can kind of walk through the walls inside of build mode, which is a good thing. It's going to allow us to do this pretty easily. And I'm going to take some time here. This part you do need to actually spend some time getting the angles and stuff right, because we're going to put some walls up just so that this has some extra structure. As you can, when you're glitched in here, you can see through the walls, and so I like having something solid there. And so I'm going to put up walls, and if we have these misaligned, then they'll stick through the sides of the container, which will not look so great. So we're going to spend some time aligning these. So I'm just going to put up some walls, and then we'll take a walk around the outside and see how our alignment is and make some final adjustments before we call it a day with merging these things. So I'm okay with the side panel, but this one over here, that's at an angle. I don't like it because it's halfway in, halfway out. So let's see if we can correct that a little bit. Let's go ahead and pull down these walls so we can manipulate the foundations again. Store this foundation. Okay, so let's make our adjustments here on this original foundation that we placed. Okay, I think it's looking pretty good. So let's go ahead and start getting these walls back up. Okay, we need another foundation again. Okay, and now we need a door frame. Okay, let's go ahead and repair this container. Let's give it a walk around. So we still have that one sticking out at the end, but we've fixed all the other ones. That's the only place where you can see the door panel other than the front one, and we could probably switch that to another panel and not see it. So let's give this a shot. And we've got our cooking station aligned perfectly. We can back right into this now usable space inside of the container, and it's not just a useless decoration inside your camp. So use this to your own benefit. You could probably use some other items to glitch inside of here. Your imagination is the limit. That's going to do it for today's video, everybody. I hope this helps you out with your camp building. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for the latest content from Vladministrator Gaming. Until next time, I'll see you in the Wasteland.